Okay, so I've zoomed in on my area and I'm going to show you how to start inking. I'm not going to worry about typography um, because maybe I'm going to go ahead and enter in some typography from Illustrator. So with the pencil tool selected, the shortcut is N. I can even whoops, I can drag this out. So if I click on it, click and hold, I can drag this bar out and I can drag all my pencil tools out. Okay, it is not working for some reason. It usually does. So if I double click on the pencil tool, you need to adjust the fidelity. So accurate is really going to be the movement of your hand. Whereas smooth, it'll pick up the movement of your hand and then Illustrator will auto correct the smoothness. Okay, so I'm going to kind of have mine somewhat smooth because I do want to see my handwork, but I also don't want it to be like scratchy. You're going to make sure Keep Selected is checked, Option key toggles, Close paths, and Edit selected paths are all checked. The only one that's not checked is Fill New Pencil Strokes. And then we'll hit OK. Now it's going to automatically default to a black stroke. Mine just turned off. So I can go ahead and turn it into a black stroke. And it will keep my path selected until I make another line. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use V, click all these, and delete them. I'm going to really zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. You don't want to be like hunched over the computer really trying to strain your eyes. So again, I have the N tool selected, and I'm just going to go over and I'm going to start tracing my work. Okay, I'm not going to fill in colors. All I'm doing is inking. This is just outlining. It's best if you have lines that overlap a little. So then that got rid of that circle. So notice how my lines are overlapping because I will show you how to get rid of those overlapping. Okay, so make your lines a little bit longer than what they actually are. Okay, it's okay if there's some overlap because I will show you how to get rid of that. Okay, so there I have the little glasses inked. For this, if you don't want to draw out the circle, I can take my ellipse tool over here, so I can hold down on the rectangle, I can get my ellipse, and I can go right in the center here, and it tells me with my smart guide, Option Shift, click and drag, and there I can make a little beach ball. I'm assuming this is a beach ball. And then I can kind of move it in place. If I want it a little smaller, I can do that. I can move it in a little. Okay, so there I have a pretty nice beach ball, right? Then I can go ahead and get my pencil tool as well, and I can draw all my little lines. Okay, again, it's okay if there's a little bit of overlap. You need it to overlap because what's happening, as you can see, if it doesn't overlap, it gets rid of the previous path. So make sure it overlaps a little because I can show you how to erase it. Okay, it looks like here she wants her line to curve a little. And again, I'm just tracing over all of this with the pencil tool. So here you can see how my line got a little jagged there. So if you like it to be really smoothed out, you can go back in and double click on your pencil tool and I can be like, well, I want it really smooth. So then if my hand's a little sketchy right now, so you can see my line, it will really smooth it out. Okay? If I go back in and I turn my fidelity down to accurate and I hit OK, you'll see here that it really picks up my hand, like the movement of it. So that is dependent on what you want. Some of you are just starting out using a tablet, so you may like to be pretty accurate and you want to have that nice clean feel. So I'll zoom out a little bit and then I'll show you what I meant by turning off your source image. So as you turn off your source image, there you can start to see your work. So that's how we're going to ink everything.